So with the oversaturation of SMA, it's very hard to actually find a profitable agency for you to get into. So I'm going to share with you today the 2 agencies that I'd start if I had to completely start over again. If my agency was taken away from me and I started from absolutely zero, these are the 2 agencies that I'd consider starting if I was in that position. The first agency that I'd start, and you probably already guessed it, is a short form content agency, but adding acquisition systems. So the problem with short form content agencies that everyone's saying at the moment is profit margins are very, very low. This is completely false. I don't know where you've heard this information from, but it's complete bullshit. If you're hiring the wrong editors, if you're just doing contract arbitrage, then yeah, it's going to go completely wrong. You're going to have no profit margins and nothing's going to work. But if you're genuinely finding people from nothing, from genuine zero, if you have the systems in place to build up the editors who are working for $1, $2, $3 an hour, then that's where you make the profit. Because then, yes, you could just freelance it. You could freelance it to one person, okay, which would then cost you $15. Where you could freelance it to our agency and do it for $15 as well. But guess what? Our editors are doing it for $3 because we have the systems in place to train up the editors and do it, okay? If you're just like, oh, contract arbitrage, I'm just going to hire a freelancer and then sell it for more. That is not going to work in the SMA space because the game's up. It's exactly like ecom Facebook ads. The game is up. They know to go to a media buyer. They know what they're doing, right? They have it in house. They're not going to come out to you and pay you the extra service fee when they could just do it themselves. So this is why it's key also to add an acquisition system on top of that. Converting these leads into actual booked appointments, so an appointment setting agency, but bringing in the warm leads through short form content is one of the best agencies you can start. Because with short form content, you can bring in them 100,000 warm leads to their business, but if they don't know what to do with it, if they don't have an acquisition system behind them, if they can't set their appointments for themselves, then it's pretty much pointless. What you have done is pointless and it doesn't actually help them. So instead of guaranteeing, oh, we can guarantee you this many views, we can do this with short form content, if you can guarantee them the appointments booked, then that's what you're going to be doing. Now, adding the acquisition system is not that hard. All you have to do is find a lead magnet, get them into like a Facebook group, and that's where you find your warmest leads. You can hire yourself a VA, and then the VA can go around, sweep up any warm leads, outbound to them because they're already warm, because they're looking for that service, because they've obviously already enrolled in the lead magnet, which is free, and they've joined a group because of it. So they're warm, they probably have money to spend, and then you can convert them. So this is where you're going to get the highest conversion rate and where you're going to get them high ticket sales for short form content. Obviously, you can still get inbound leads from short form content. This is why I recommend adding a personal brand to it, and you could even do like content creation on top of it. But you could have people come to you, people come to me and like, oh, can I just have this many pieces of short form content? Perfect. Okay, there we go. But we outreach to the people that we think, okay, we can genuinely help you with an acquisition system and make you a lot more money and book you a lot more appointments. So we're like, okay, we can book you 25 to 30 appointments every single month with the use of short form content and the acquisition systems. So that's agency number 1 that I'd be using right now if I had to start from zero. Now, before I jump into the second agency, which I think you should be starting, I want to go over a few agencies which you should avoid at all costs. So number 1 is obvious, ecom Facebook ads. And in my opinion, most things to do with Facebook ads, because at the moment we've got a problem with a recession. So people actually don't have the ad budget. They can't spend extra, so they have to pay you and the media buyer, because they now know, okay, wait, I can just go to the media buyer. And the ecom brands that actually need your help have a media buyer in-house, or they just pay someone on Upwork to do it, who have freelancers are getting so advanced now, they're just doing like guarantees. So what you're doing is completely pointless. So anything to do with that, I genuinely at the moment think it's something you should be kind of avoiding. I like the more organic approach to SMA, finding clients for your businesses without them having to pay extra. So it's a lot easier for them to bring in them leads, bring in it without having to pay, oh, we've got to do £600 ad spend. Oh, the ads may not go right. You can have, okay, we're going to be doing this. We're going to appointment set for you. So another good agency. We're going to appointment set for you. So you don't have to spend extra on this or extra on the ads. All you have to do is pay us to book you this many appointments. And that's why I hate the paid approach at the moment. And I think it's going downhill very quickly. Not only that, I believe everyone that's in the space already has a establishment and has a great foundation. Every single ad agency that you see probably started 2018, 2019. So they have a massive head start on you. So the chances of you actually being able to scale your agency to their sort of level is going to be very hard, because the e-com brands that are looking for, not even just the e-com brands, the brands that have the ad spend and that they have the budget to actually buy, they have a big ad campaign, right? They're going to be spending a lot more money for them pristine agencies, for the agencies that have massive testimonials, have done the same work before, instead of you, who's a new agency, offering, we offer a crappy $500 media buy and we're going to charge you $2,000 from it and take a little bit of ROAS, right? So it makes no sense for me at the moment. You could maybe structure your offers a little bit different and try and sort of get a lot more, stack up a lot more testimonials, etc., and try and really build your name in the industry. But I believe the paid approach at the moment in SMA is going downhill very quickly. It's not going to be working as well as, let's say, an appointment setting agency, a short form content agency, something that can bring them organic leads. Even like a SaaS model, I know you have to pay for it, but it's a lot more helpful than them having to buy media, right? So adding stuff that they can already do, you're not solving a hard problem. They can do it themselves, and they're more likely to go to someone who is more respectable and has a lot more testimonials than you. Now, the second agency that I'd be starting at the moment is not really an agency, but it can be seen as an agency, is I would be adding in a SaaS model. So the reason for this is because I believe most SMAs are very hard to start and they could have higher startup costs, and there's a lot of risk behind them. Whereas if I provide for agencies, if you can find an agency which can provide for agencies, I believe you're absolutely killing the game. So I know people are going to be like, oh, it's not an agency, you're doing a SaaS model. It technically is an agency, not really. I guess you could add management referrals, and you could do this and you could do that. So you could get big influencers and get them to promote your thing, and they'll get a referral off the back of it. So you're sort of helping, you're sort of an agency, but you're sort of not. But what I'd be doing is growing my own personal brand, and then I would be delivering SaaS models to other agency owners to help them find out what the problems are that they're having and how you can solve it simply. Because the SMA market, okay, it's getting oversaturated. So let me step away from the SMA model and all the agencies, and let me deliver something for them, because they all need something, right? They're all going to be looking for something to help themselves, because you can only find so many business owners if everyone's doing SMA. But if everyone's doing SMA, you can obviously serve them a purpose. You can serve them something. And I'm not seeing a lot of people take that sort of idea and sort of way around the system, is think like, okay, let me step back for a second and let me offer something to these agencies. So with a SaaS model, I could offer them absolutely everything they need in one part. This could be like Go High Level or something like that. And I could charge them $100 a month. And now, let's say they have a personal brand, or they use it for their clients. If I can then deliver them SaaS models for their clients, and they obviously get a referral off the back of this, let's say a 40%, 50, 60% commission, then they're going to be referring it to their clients. So now they've shifted their agency to like, look, we can then give you another extra 10 leads if you get this SaaS model. It's only $80 a month. They get money off the back of it. You're delivering that service very simply. You have no overheads or whatever. You have to pay for the software, but it gets paid off. They're servicing your product, okay? So they are literally giving your SaaS model away. They're literally providing you free clients while you're still outreaching. So you could deliver it to one agency owner who delivers it to 12 clients, another agency owner who delivers it to 12 clients, while you're still giving it to other agency owners, and it's still growing as you go. So I think that is a perfect way around it, and a perfect approach to actually delivering the service for agency owners, instead of just being in the mix of everyone. Start and think for yourself and come outside of it. Go High Level is perfect for this, and I think they are the two best agencies which you can start. Second one's questionable as an agency, but you could obviously form it and sort of shape it into an actual agency model. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you've got any other suggestions, let me know down below. We're all alone in this together, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.